Got to keep it moving around for their safety.
Yeah, I didn't realize that there was an element of danger to the video position here on the show. I don't. I wasn't aware of that. You know what? Those are things.
Anything that helps this show is an element of danger. Like anybody, we're always in danger. The people that help with the show always in danger. I mean, there's blood on the window right now.
It's still there?
I didn't wipe it off.
Is it?
Maybe it did get.
Oh God! I don't think I was actually looking at what I thought I was looking at. I didn't realize it was a splatter of dots. Holy Christ! Yeah,
I actually haven't seen it yet either.
I'm gonna have to get out there and take care of that because I don't know that anyone else is gonna do it.
I have some inside info on that.
Okay.
It's not real blood.
Oh, when I was just over there looking at it, I was like, boy, that looks fake.
Yeah. It was
inside sources.
It was
looked like Caro syrup and food color.
Yeah, like a blood capsule to give the effect of being extra hardcore.
Did the Kurt man loop you in on that?
No.
Did the guy tell him?
The guy that did the blood thing, he had messaged me on Facebook and said, "Hey, what'd you think of that?"
Gotcha.
It was a nice.
Again, that's what that's the theatricality that we're looking for.
Right.
Worked for Alice Cooper. Worked for Marilyn Manson.
But it didn't work for Toxic Scott. He didn't win.
That's true.
The kid won. The kid stole the show.
Sources.
Oh, that was Toxic Scott's blood capsule. Yeah. Mm. Well, okay. You can't win them all.
Hey, it was a valiant effort.
Yeah. If you listen to us on iHeartRadio from outside Ohio, tell me where. I'd like to know where people are. Bryce listens in Fort Hood, Texas. Dr. S is in St. Louis. John listens in Sealy Lake, Montana. Randy and Denise are down in Jacksonville, Florida. A lot of our Houston bureau chiefs got me hip to this. The cops showing up at Ted Cruz's house.
Yeah, this is really a bummer.
It is a bummer, irrespective of what you think about Ted Cruz. Apparently his 14-year-old daughter was like stabbing herself in the arm or something or doing self-harm, and somebody called, and I don't know why this is on the news. Why was this on the news? Yeah, but it's still a family matter.
And she's a minor.
Yeah, she's 14.
I don't think they're not allowed to disclose her name, but when that stuff was happening with Kellyanne Conway's daughter.
I don't remember that.
Well, yeah.
When she was screaming at her or whatever.
But she was doing that on TikTok.
Well, Ted Cruz's daughter, I mean, she's openly gay. She was on TikTok last year. She's like, I don't share my dad's views. She's talking about all the scrutiny they're under because her dad's Ted Cruz. Like, whatever she would wear in pictures had to be photoshopped to make them look more conservative, like they'd make her shirt look longer. I mean, it cannot be easy being Ted Cruz's kid. Whatever you think of him, it's an awful situation for any group of kids. People are booing your dad. Like they're throwing beer cans at him at the Astros World Series parade. Like, it's not your fault if your dad's a pud. But I was just curious why it was even on the news.
14 and she's already openly gay? Good for her.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I think he's got two daughters. The 14's the older one. And I think he's got one who's 11. But man, that cannot be easy. Like when your dad is like actively working against your interests. He's not a pro-LGBTQ guy. He's not pro-choice. That's got to be hard, man. So it's really got nothing to do with him. I was just surprised that it was on the news.
That's why I like when people show like humanity and forget about the politics for a minute, because you still love your dad and your dad still loves you. It's not like it goes beyond politics. Like, I feel like that's just legislation at that point.
Well,
like
it should. Yeah, of course it should. But I mean, I think that she was. Do you remember when Ted Cruz was running for president before he bent over and grabbed ankle for Trump? He was running for president, one of the 18 people there on that side that was going to do it. And he was on stage with his wife and his daughters. And like his daughter, when he tried to listen, if one of your parents is a politician, they're trying to get photo ops. It was so uncomfortable. He was kissing his wife like he'd never done it before. He went to hug his daughter, and she recoiled. Yeah. So, I mean, those are those moments where you're like, ugh. I mean, forget who the guy is. If you're a dad, that would suck. Because it's like, look, man, this is what you've decided. These are the views you've taken, and this is your career, I guess, as a politician. I mean, politician was never supposed to be a career, but that ship sailed a long, 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 long time ago. But man, any dad would feel it in his gut if your kid was like, "Don't get off," that would suck.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that she hates her dad or disgusted.
No, I'm just saying that would suck for. I feel bad for him in that situation.
Most teenagers do that. Now they never did it to Obama's kids. Never did it because I don't think he ever really showed affection like that to his kids in public. But it's just funny.
Yeah, he did. He and Michelle were constantly hugging those girls.
Okay, well, yeah, I just don't remember the instance.
But they're also good parents. You know what I mean? Like they're not like trying to tell their daughters that they're going to hell or whatever.
You don't know that he tells his daughter that.
No, what I'm saying is, listen, they have done multiple studies of families of LGBTQ kids. When the family is super religious or anti-gay or whatever, that there are way more incidences of like attempted suicide or self-harm. I mean, there's no shock in that. So if Ted Cruz is your dad and he believes not only what he believes, but he's also working to make sure that the community you identify with is not given full rights and privileges. He's working to do that. That's got to be really hard. It's not easy for him because he's the dad.
Right.
And it ain't easy for her.
It's something that I stand up for my son pretty much every day because there's videos of me talking about him being transgender, and so many people just dismiss it and have such hateful views on it. It's one thing to not understand it, but it's the way that people are so hateful about it that bothers me, and I'm happy to stand there and stand up for him and for others in that situation, because there are so many people that don't want those people to exist. They don't want you to exist, Poundcake.
It's amazing,
and they don't even know you yet.
It's amazing. Once they meet you, they'll have plenty of reasons.
No,
it's amazing to me how neutral people can be on things that absolutely directly affect them, but something like trans rights, which does not affect them at all, unless they have a trans kid or they are themselves. Boy, they go full blast on people. It's like, that doesn't affect you. It doesn't affect your life at all if trans people are trying to get equal opportunities and rights for,
I just think
there's so much legislation right now getting pushed through, and so much pushback against all the progress that they've made for gay people.
Yeah, no, I just think back of when I was a kid, and I wasn't out yet, but my mom was as loving as they come, and I believe.
Oh, I know she is.
Shut up. I believe my past self with all my anger issues, I would have been that kid that would pull, if my mom or if someone was running for office, I would have been that kid to pull away just because I was
nobody wants to see that cop. We'll get the stick.
Yeah, I was just a nasty kid. Like I was just mean and mad for no reason, and just kids just are nasty and they're selfish, and I would have probably pulled away. It didn't matter.
Right, but I don't even know that it's a selfish. I don't think anybody would blame you for that. I don't know it's a selfishness thing. What kid? Okay, let's say his older daughter is 14 years old, and he was running for president in 2015, all right?
Yeah, she probably didn't know she was gay
that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is any kid would have a hard time if their parent was running for public office, not to mention president of the United States, where you're going to be under the microscope, and you're just a kid, and you're like, man, I don't want to be in this picture. I don't want to. That's just... Civilian parents have to deal with that with their kids.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in this picture. Now imagine like your dad's or mom going out and campaigning, and you got to look like a happy family. Ugh, it's just...
Right, and then you get to the point where they're at now, where your kid has done something harmful to themselves, and I don't know what Ted Cruz is doing, but I know I've been in similar situations. I don't want to tell all their stories, but my youngest son, my son was harming himself, and it was a cry for help. He didn't go as far as having to be hospitalized, but there was things that he was doing and things that we were concerned about, and we took him to get help, and that's when he started becoming more comfortable to talk to us about who he was. And there's so many people that aren't willing to listen or accept their kids for who they are, that aren't providing that support. And that's what people need.
Not only that, it's why
kids need to be loved and understood.
I don't know if he pays for it, but it's like, Ted Cruz has security around his house. Pelosi's didn't have security at their house.
I think that was one of their homes, though. So
one of the Pelosi's homes?
Yeah.
Yeah, but probably their primary residence. I mean, in San Francisco?
They might have a couple on the street.
They got a residence on the street. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I mean, if you're Ted Cruz in Texas, you're probably going to have a couple of guys posted up, make sure everything's okay. But again, it's...
what's he going to do to
his
daughter?
It sounds like she's okay, and that's great news. I mean, it just sucks for everybody involved in that. But first and foremost, I was like, why do we even know about this? Why was this on the news? Because it was bureau chiefs in Houston that a couple of them hit me up and said, did you see this? I was like, I didn't see this. So I don't know if it was on local Houston news or what. But I was just like, man. Because there's plenty of awful people who, just because they don't agree with Ted Cruz, are going to turn that into something against him. And that's not really the point.
And that's not fair either, because kids are going to be kids. Like, my mom didn't have control of the stuff that I was doing when I was a kid.
Your mom was trying to get sleep.
Exactly.
Your mom was working and sleeping in the daytime, and she had 2 rotten kids that she was trying to figure out. Oh, your mother. Oh.
I just try to find the humanity in people, man. That's sad.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's the way to go.
So I guess she came out as bisexual last year.
There you go.
And
at 13.
At 13, yeah.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
Exactly. Poundcake, you want to do the sports break? Are you all? Do you have it in you? I know that you were all kind of gassed out from having to fill in for Mary.
Yeah.
You think you can still do it?
Yeah, I have it on my computer now.
I believe in you. So, Are you ready?
Yeah.
Do you need to take a couple of deep breaths? Do you need to do any deep knee bends?
No.
All right.
Play ball! This is a Poundcake Sports Break!
And the headlines today, what's a little sports ball without a little racism? Twitch streamer that goes by the name I Show Speed got into some hot water at the World Cup in Qatar. When a Chinese fan interrupted his live, I Show Speed screamed, "Konnichiwa," which is not even Chinese, but Japanese for hello. Naturally, people took umbrage with his remarks and urged I Show Speed to do better. The 17-year-old with 14 million social media followers insists he's not racist, and he's sorry if it came out that way. Looks like I Show Speed should change his screen name to I Show Remorse. So that is a free one. You didn't have to hire a PR team. See? Hire me.
Yeah.
Also, I'll say it once and I'll say it again. It be your own team. Literally. Celtics coach Ime Udoka and longtime girlfriend Nia Long are calling it quits after 13 years. And it's all because Udoka allegedly had an affair with the team's travel planner. See? Never trust a bitch that has endless flight and hotel accommodations. That's a hoe that will steal your man. The news is coming after the Celtics suspended Udoka for the entire 2022-2023 season. So sorry, Ime, I'm with Nia on this one. This will be great material for her next Tyler Perry role, The Sisterhood of the Traveling D. And then lastly, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Try it again.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Giannis
Antetokounmpo has a B-Day coming up, and all he wants for his birthday is a big booty hoe. Giannis said he might get a little freaky after he puts his kids to bed. I mean, they don't call him the Greek freak for nothing. And I, for one, believe it. He said this all while holding a Bart Simpson blow-up doll. Okay? Well, all you Jersey chasers have your marching orders. Hope you like Caesar dressing. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes this Poundcake Sports Break.
Play ball! This is a Poundcake Sports Break!
Giannis has kids?
Yeah.
2.
Really? I thought he was like 23 years old.
So?
Well, no. I mean, he's a professional athlete. I don't know. I thought he was a guy that was like hyper focused on the game, and
He's 28 years old.
Is he married?
I think he is.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay. I guess I didn't realize he was that old. I just thought he was. I know that sounds silly. I just thought that he was.
Antetokounmpo.
No, the first name. You got the last name. Giannis. He's Greek. It's not Giannis.
Giannis.
I was thinking Gianni from
Gianni Versace.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I was thinking Gianni.
Giada De Laurentiis.
No, Snooki's boyfriend from Jersey Shore.
Oh God, Gianni.
Gianni.
Yeah. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
By the way, why is it racist if you say konnichiwa?
Because the person wasn't.
No, I
was
understand,
Chinese.
but there's probably a lot of people that don't. That's not racist. That's him going, I thought you were Chinese.
Or Japanese.
Yeah,
Well-
he doesn't know. He doesn't know Japanese or Chinese.
Well, that was my own little pound cake narrative because I didn't tell you the full story. The guy.
No, I like it. We're getting the Cliff's Notes version of the sports break.
Yeah, I
He's only
know.
got so much time. That's all right.
I had my own little narrative that I didn't tell. The full story is the Chinese fan was wearing a Argentina jersey, and I Show Speed was like, "Why are you wearing Argentina jersey? Look Argentina."
Oh,
Okay.
look, oh. So if he had said hola, that would have been okay?
Or he could have just said hello.
Well, Argentinian, I mean, hola. You
But
know.
why can't someone else of a different race wear another race's
Right.
like?
Well,
So
that's-
what's his name?
I Show Speed.
I Show Speed. What nationality is he?
Black.
I Show Speed, but he's an American kid?
Yep, 17 years old.
I Show Speed.
14 million followers.
Oh, I see. That's his handle.
Yeah.
I Show Speed. Oh, I thought it was like a Japanese name, like I Show was his name.
No.
I don't know these people. Okay. Bounce That Ass, official music video. I love it. I Show Speed. Okay. Understood. You don't look no Argentina, is what he said. Konnichiwa. Isn't there a song called Konnichiwa Bitches? Who sang that? That Dutch girl or whatever. Oh, God. She's a pop star overseas. Been around for a long time. Oh, God.
I mean, there was the
Robin. You know who Robin is? I think she's Swedish. Robin.
There's
Konnichiwa Bitches.
what was the Murphy Beds lady?
Oh, God. I want to be ninja.
Ninja. Is
I want to be ninja.
N-E-E-N.
She says konnichiwa on that, I believe.
I want to be ninja. Well, yeah, her understanding of Asian culture is all over the place.
I go to Africa. I say konnichiwa. You could offend black people and Chinese people all at the same time.
Oh, you might as well get them all with, to coin a pound cakeism, one fatal swoop. Alan, what's funny is I learned less about sports during the sports break trying to figure it all out. Yeah, he gives you these pieces that he assembles, and then it's actually pretty genius, and then you get to disassemble it and try to figure out what it all means.
You have to discredit it. Look for y'all to discredit me.
You see Nia Long in that trailer for that new Netflix movie?
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's called You People. It's Eddie Murphy and Nia Long are parents of Jonah Hill's fiance. And it's just it's called You People. You know who Kenya Barris is?
Yeah.
He's the guy who wrote Blackish and
Black AF? That was
Black
his show,
AF
right?
and Blackish, yeah.
That was a funny show.
Love it. He and Jonah Hill wrote a movie called You People where he wants to marry Eddie Murphy and Nia Long's daughter. And so the trailer is just them sitting in a diner and they're very opposed to him. Nia Long's foxy.
She is foxy.
I thought she bailed on him a while ago, though.
I mean, they never got married.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know they were together for 13 years.
Long time.
And they were just engaged. They
Yep.
never took the plunge. I
bet she's glad now.
I just watched Boiler Room the other day, and Nia Long's in that.
You know, I've never seen Boiler Room.
Give it a watch. It's a very 2000s movie.
It's early Affleck,
but
right?
I love that movie. Yeah, it's him. Like, the cast is pretty nuts.
Giovanni Ribisi.
And it's a
Vin Diesel,
dramatic Vin Diesel,
Yeah.
and you got Jamie Kennedy in there. Just a little bit. You don't get him a lot.
A dramatic Jamie Kennedy.
He's kind of Jamie Kennedy.
Pre-B-Rad.
It's like probably a year before he filmed that movie.
Yeah, Nia Long is Foxy.
It's a good movie, though. I love that movie. You're involved.
She's in Boiler Room?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's the love interest.
Oh, who's love interest?
Giovanni
Who's the
Ribisi's.
protagonist? Is that Giovanni Ribisi?
Yeah, Giovanni Ribisi.
Okay. Well, they want you to think that he got her?
He's very charming in that
Oh,
movie.
come on.
He's very charming.
There's a great pizza spot in Chicago called the Boiler Room, but I've never seen the movie.
I've been going down a rabbit hole of those like 2000s and 90s movies. Rounders, just watch that.
Oh, great
Love
movie.
Rounders. Great movie.
What was the one where they? I always confuse Rounders with the one where the boys got fingered as kids.
Oh, that's
Ed Norton, or he's in Rounders. Sleepers. Jason Patrick and Brad Pitt. And
that's a great movie, but that is a
depressing,
hard watch.
Yeah.
That's not like Rounders is fun because it's like, oh,
Malkovich
he's
with the
gambling.
Oreos.
Yeah, like that's a lot of fun. Sleepers is
tough.
Like that and Mystic River, too much baggage. Great movies, but I can't watch them again.
I think Sleepers was a true story too.
Yeah, I think Mystic River.
And if not, it certainly feels like a true story.
They're pretty close to stuff that's happened. Yeah.
Yeah, that awful Russian accent that Malkovich is doing all throughout Rounders.
He's not in it. He's only kind of in the beginning and the end. But I think it's
a great movie.
It's a great movie.
A lot of
KGB.
fun. Yeah. Okay, let me break here. Want to text 35192.